So I keep hearing people say that the Unheard edition is pay to win, but I disagree. I think there's a lot of bullshit with the DLC and other stuff. But in regards to pay to win, there's two types of pay to win. There's skipping content, right, which some would say is pay to win. Um, but to me, as long as it's not negatively affecting other players in terms of an unfair advantage, similar to how cheats affect other players, as opposed to RMT, uh, then that kind of pay to win is the one that we're talking about. So if something in the game is going to help you aim better, have more health, survive more shots, or like that, that is bad pay to win. The other pay to win where you're just skipping content really just negatively affects you and your gameplay. Potentially, that's a debate on its own. And I don't consider that to be pay to win because when you get into Tarkov, we'll go through this in a second. But when you get into Tarkov, a lot of the stuff that's given in this account has nothing to do with your skill as a player and has nothing to do with if you're going to get the kill or not, or help you in getting the kill when you're in raid. So instant access to the closed beta, it's just a perk. Same thing with the game itself. Access to the PvE co-op mode. That's not going to help you in raid. Having a bigger stash size. You can have all the equipment in the world, but when you bring it in, if you're crap at the game, then you're not gonna. It doesn't affect you. Unique game ID has no impact. Bigger pockets. Again, just because you can bring more stuff in your pockets doesn't mean that you're going to be any better at the game. It's not going to increase your ability to shoot or your survivability. Um, Fence standing. Again, you'll be getting to max scav rep faster. It doesn't do anything. More slots on the flea market, so you can sell more. Doesn't affect gameplay. A unique in-game melee weapon. Now, if this melee weapon was really good, that would be pay to win. It's not. It's got similar stats to everything else. Melee retention time, additional background screen options, all these things. Nothing affects gameplay. Access to all subsequent DLCs, like a season pass. That's where the controversy's at, right? What does EFT consider a DLC? That is highly debated. I think EFT has it wrong. Um, Technically, they should have said all subsequent paid DLCs because a patch is content that you have to download. Therefore, it's DLC technically. If you want to go by the specific terms now, layman's terms, or just skipping the semantics of it, DLC could be like an expansion or a new area, like a new map or something like that, right? The co-op mode being DLC, I would consider that to be DLC. That is a new kind of gameplay added to Tarkov. They're going to say, oh, well, this is beta that's supposed to be in the main game anyway. Well, whatever. It's currently considered to be DLC because it's an added extra thing. That's a whole other thing. We're talking about pay to win. We're trying to see if anything here is pay to win. Access to DLC, who knows? Maybe a DLC in the future is going to give you a health stat boost or something, and you have access to it. So it could be, but since it isn't currently, it's not. Uh, Access to the early test server has nothing to do with the actual servers, and all this equipment over here, put it off to the side because everything here, even the secure container, just because you can keep things on death, well, you have to die in order for this to activate, right? So, and if you die, you lost the fight. We're talking about pay to win. Dying isn't winning. You're just mitigating your losses. So how is this pay to win when it's really just mitigating the losses? And all this other stuff, cases, ammunition, guns, every single one of this. Yeah, it's nice to have. It skips content instead of having to grind for some of this stuff, which to be honest, I just liquidated any of this equipment that was given to me, except for like the cases. The cases are nice just to organize your stash. But nothing here is going to help you win the fight. And then the last section is an increase in your skills. Now, this could help a little bit technically. The bolt action rifles, that's mainly just to skip ahead on the quests for that specific thing. Attention just lets you see. Also, sorry, I'm a little sick right now, so it might sound weird. But attention just helps you see loot that's on the ground a little bit better. Hideout management, weapon maintenance. These are just things to do outside of raid. Pistols, level 3. There's a max level of 51. 3 levels is not going to adjust anything, and pistols are by far not the best weapon. If it was like, oh hey, you get level 51 for like assault rifles, that's pay to win, because then it's gonna. I don't know exactly all the details of what an increased. I think it's like lower recoil actually, so it does lower the recoil. But since these are like a bolt action or semi-automatic, there is one pistol that's fully auto, but the changes are just too minor for it to really be considered pay to win. Access to co-op practice mode has nothing to do with being able to win a game. An armband, so clothing item. This is the closest thing right here to a pay to win. Let's do it in red. This is the closest thing to a pay to win item in the entire edition. Because when you do reach max rep, scavs are no longer going to shoot at you at 60 meters away. What this doesn't tell you, and again, this is about pay to win, not about all the bullshit that comes with EFT, but just to hit on it, what this doesn't tell you on the website at the moment, I just screenshotted this and put it in here. So as of 6:12 Central Standard Time, May 4th, which May the 4th be with you, this is what it currently states. So it's in your special slot, a 50% discount when using services in raid, insured equipment comes back 30% faster, and the scavs won't shoot at you from 60 meters away. What it doesn't say is if you shoot a scav, you lose scav rep, like 0.05 scav rep. Now this is as your PMC. So if you have this item in your slot, it's like 0.05 scav rep lost for every scav that you kill in raid. I've gone raids on streets where it's a long raid. It's like 50-ish minutes where I've killed like 30 scavs. That's ridiculous. That is so much scav rep lost, and it doesn't tell you that negative effect. Like it should probably tell you more information here, or at least link you to the wiki that has a full list of information here. But talking about pay to win, this video is already getting pretty long. This is the closest thing because you're now preventing an enemy from shooting at you, and I know every single person that's played Escape from Tarkov has died to a shotgun scav that was like 80 meters away, head eyes. Somehow that buckshot just snipered you into your face from 80 meters away or more, and you wish that you had something that was just like, look, have these scavs not even engage me unless they're close. Like that. I mean, maybe you didn't think about that, but like that's what this is. And that's what it's trying to be. So this is the closest thing to pay to win. Everything else, which we'll look at the future updates, right? A unique zone of the hideout. That's, it's kind of shitty to lock out content to people that have paid, but it doesn't help you in the raids. It doesn't help you win. A distress signal. There's not enough information here. Is this in a normal raid? Is this in PvE? Are they going to be able to come in with whatever gear set they have on currently? Are they going to come in as a scav? Are they going to come in as a randomized character? Who knows? But yeah, looking through all of this, none of it is pay to win. A lot of it is paying to skip content. Some of it is unique content that can't even be earned, but in the in the regards of it being pay to win, it's not. Nothing about this is pay to win. So if you consider this to be pay to win, you're wrong. If you have a lot of issues with it, you're probably right. Because a lot of this shit is fucked. There shouldn't be locked content. I understand skipping content, getting it early, paying to skip the grind, whatever. Earn your money however you want to. But it's not pay to win. So, I think that's about says it. But if you have any disagreements, if I was wrong about any of this stuff, let me know in the comments. I, again, don't think any of this is pay to win. But it doesn't mean that, you know, BSG is right about everything that they've been doing with this. All right, catch you guys later. I know this is controversial, but it's kind of fun. Let's see what you guys have to say.